original versus definitive. Which version is better when completing cutting the grass? In this mission you talk to your new boss, Salvatore Leone. He tells you about his little problem and you drive to Luigi's club. Curly Bob gets in a taxi and you follow him to the Portland docks. And finally, after he talks to Catalina, you need to waste him. We'll compare tasks, execution, speedrun tactics and gameplay. Both games are vanilla, player on PC. My name is BadInfos. Leave a like and subscribe for more comparison videos. Now let's see how cutting the grass compares between both versions. Firstly, notice the sun rays when Claude enters the house. They're shining down and they give the room a nice atmosphere. Now look at the definitive. No rays and the atmosphere is gone. Everything looks also too shiny and smooth, like Salvatore. He looks old and angry in the original, but in the definitive he looks much younger. Also, for some reason each camera angle is zoomed in the definitive. In the original we can see more of the surroundings, while in the definitive even the characters are cut off screen. Lastly, look at the paintings. They're black and white in the original, but colored in the definitive. That's pretty much the only change so far I like. But let's see how the mission goes. Alright, this is where you get introduced to the spookometer mechanic in GTA 3. I have always disliked it, since it's annoying to have to follow somebody and failing the mission because you were not paying attention for a second and got too close. As you see, we have huge blue letters and again a bright blue bar, very visible. In the definitive we have a much smaller text and a much smaller bar, colored yellow. The color is horrible since it blends in way too much to your surroundings. We have to constantly monitor it, and when it's big it's easier to see, helping you not look away from your car for too long. In the definitive you fail more often because of it. Apart from that, look at the minimap. In the original we don't see anything. You don't know where Curly is and you have to use your eyes and your brain to gauge how far he is from you. In the definitive the mission is dumbed down severely, since now you can just glance below. No need to even look at the bar if you're brave enough. This makes the mission unnecessarily easy in my opinion, since you most likely not even look at the road. Your eyes will constantly be on the bar and on the minimap. Many modern games do this, where your eyes are glued to the HUD rather than the gameplay. Even some of the best games ever made, like The Witcher 3, and yes, GTA 3 Definitive is no different. What a shame. In the speedrun, instead of following Curly, you can instead pick up a taxi, park in front of the club, and he'll hop in. This removes the spookometer portion entirely, and you can just take him yourself to the docks. Anybody who discovered this on their own in the past, in the original, felt a great sense of accomplishment, since the game never tells you about it. It was up to you to figure it out, and the very few who did felt great doing so. Now, however, all you need to do is follow the achievement requirements. Since many gamers care about achievements nowadays for some reason, they'll know about this trick before even knowing what the mission is about, even missing the spookometer mechanic entirely because they'll be on a hunt for achievements. This removes a huge element from the game, which is discovery. The game handles you the information and you don't need to use your brain in the slightest. I find this is a major downside, not only for this mission but for the entire GTA trilogy in general. As for the mission, of course, the original is much better in my opinion, and I'll give a point to it. Agree or disagree, let me know what you think in the comments down below, leave a like if you enjoyed, thank you for watching, and a very special thank you to my top channel members and patrons: Monish Pradeep, Alex Chavez, Bonchu Talentro, Max Robinson, Max Rich, LMP Racing, House the Chowder, Case Knight, Smokio, and everybody else on the screen. Become a supporter today.